We have a new partner, Bravo. It's an Italian restaurant that's located down the street.
As a company, Bravo, we look for opportunities to get into the community and help out the community because we know, it's a competitive world out there in anything you're doing, whether it's trying to raise money or trying to build business.
So immediately I set up an interview with them, and I met with the general manager and the manager of Bravo, and we sat down and we were brainstorming what we can do. They were looking to be more active in the community.
Building business within the community, people recognize your name, and then it helps you get involved with the people that are around you and be consistent.
I was coming up with ideas of maybe collecting box tops.
She came to me about box tops. So we started talking about that, and I said, well, how long does that, because I was kind of new to the box top thing, so I didn't realize. And she says, well, that lasts about a year. And I said, well, how much money can you earn in a year on that? So she told me, and so what we came up with, I said, how about we at least double that within 3 hours?
So they explained to me that they didn't have the budget for marketing, but they did have the money for the food. I sat down with them several times. We have a menu. I did the flyers.
The biggest part that was successful with it, Cherise took the bulk. I handed her reservations. I told her how many tables she would have. I gave her a allotted time slot. She took the reservations, kind of briefed her on how to do that and how many per segment, the segmented half hour. She collected the money.
The Sand Lake Elementary families had to give us the money. They filled out the registration form, times that they would like to come, if they wanted to eat dinner at 5:30, and then we did a price point. But I wanted to include the tip because I did not want any of those waiters or waitresses to leave there empty-handed because that's their livelihood. So we added the tip in there. So I did have to cut a check back.
You run an ad in a local paper or a magazine, it's going to cost you several thousands of dollars, and you have no idea who you're talking to or if anybody's reading it. Where this Price Fix menu, it gets the people into the building. It gets them and allows you to be able to talk to them personally and invite them back and meet them and shake hands. And it's just the menu itself was just something we do for banquets, just standard menu.
We had 25 teachers, which it's almost all of our teachers at the school. We had the front office, the principal attended, and I did a lot of different contests too for the teachers. I gave them incentive to participate because they're the ones who are really going to communicate to the students that will go back to the parents and get them excited to attend. The teacher who had the most participation got a $50 gift card at Bravo's, and by the way, they did donate that also.
Before we did the actual event, I had a gentleman come in. He had a business meeting, and they said, "Where should we go? Where should we go?" And he told me this at the front. I was just saying, "Hi, how are you?" He says, "Well, I told him we had to go to Bravo." He says, "My child goes to Sand Lake, and we see what you're doing in this event that's coming up." And I said, "So we have to support you." And it was a huge success.
I do have to say that it was a lot of work in the beginning, but if I was to do it again, it would be very easy. But I felt that being in front of them, meeting with them often, it went very smoothly.
It's helpful when you have somebody from the school who wants to get involved and help out. It can't be a one-way street. The hardest thing for businesses are they have a full-time schedule to run the business.
They came up with the idea that we'll provide the food and we get 100% of the proceeds, which is fabulous. And I have to say, we made almost $4,000. Normally you might make $80, $100, maybe $200 if you're lucky. So $4,000 is a very big amount of money to raise at one function. And it was the school coming together as a community. We had a lot of fun. It's not the money necessarily that we make, but it's the spirit of the school and coming together.